to yoga for rowing strength. We often think of yoga as something really relaxed or relaxing. We all know, though, that yoga can be difficult. So we're going to try and do a little bit of yoga today that is going to make us stronger rowers. And hope you have fun. All right, so starting out, standing up, I'm going to do a couple little Tai Chi wiggles. So hands really loosening up here, wrists loosening up, elbows joining the party, getting some stuff going on there. And then making it a little bit bigger. And even though we want to have our feet attached to the foot stretchers during the drive, we don't have to do the same thing in yoga. So really thinking of the idea of adjusting when you need it, instead of suffering through it, because the drive portion of our stroke is already difficult. Why make the entire difficult? So taking your time, moving from one side to the other, letting your heels come off as you push away. Swing one way, swing the other. And then starting to sort of resolve that a little bit. Hands, a little bit of shake. This is really nice for your wrists. And we'll take it up for a big inhale. Long exhale, soften your knees, soften your hips, float on down. Everything comes down. Big inhale, roll up nice and easy. Inhale, everything comes up. Exhale, soften on down. Big inhale, everything comes up. Exhale, hands come down. I'm going to do a little bit of neck roll here. Just elbows down, not elbows, shoulders. So ear to shoulder, roll it over, ear to shoulder, roll it over. And trying to not come all the way back, not particularly great for your neck. To try and put pressure back there. And then we'll take some, relax that. We'll take some time to really sort of loosen up our shoulders. So almost like you're doing a little dance, a little samba here. Change directions. And let that resolve. Awesome. So I'm going to make my way to the end of my mat. Stay wherever you are. Or get to the end, get to the beginning of your mat, whatever. We'll take a big inhale, everything comes up. Long exhale, soften on down, hands find the ground. Keep your knees as bent as they need to be for your hands to find the ground. Roll around a little bit here. And walk your hands out, keeping your feet where they are. All the way forward. Coming into your plank, we're just going to hang out here for a second. And then knees down, hips down, and everything comes down to the ground and lifting up a little bit. Exhale, soften, lift back up, hands and feet walk into the top of your space. Add for that fold. Inhale, roll it up. Grab opposite wrists and try to tip over a little bit. Keep it really nice for your shoulders, for your lats, intercostals. Inhale, tip back to the middle, and then change sides, rolling up down. Inhale up. Back to your middle. Exhale, soften on down. Walk your feet back out towards your plank. super duper static. As much as that is a measurement of your strength, it does not have to be a measurement of how strong of an athlete you are. And then knees down, hips down. Rolling around a little bit. Just checking it out. Tucking your toes. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, soften. All right, let's move. So right foot comes up, big stretch. Stir around if you want. Exhale, bring it on through to meet your hand. Keeping that back knee up and off the ground. Softly roll your shoulders over your hips and then inhale on up. Exhale into your lunge. Inhale on up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale on up. Exhale, lunge. We're going to hang out here for a second. Just checking in. Seeing how you feel. If you feel a lot of burning in your quad, try and push a little bit back. You can use back quad, hamstrings a little bit. Awesome. Inhale on up, straightening-ish both legs, and then softly fold on forward. There we go. Softening both knees, rolling on up, back into that lunge. And exhale, bring that back knee down. Come into your low lunge. Feel around a little bit. Make sure you're nice and stable. Everything feels all right. And then explore around a little bit. Check what type of motion feels good, feels rewarding for you right now. Maybe shift on over to one side and open up. Exhale, trade sides, shift over, open up. Exhale, walk your hands on back for your runner stretch here. And we'll sort of floss between these two. So low lunge, runner stretch. Low lunge, runner stretch. Low lunge, runner stretch. Awesome, nice job. And back towards your low lunge. Lift that back knee off the ground. Put some weight to your left side. Slide that front leg back into our plank. We're going to hang out here for a second. Maybe a little bit of legs walking out. Just checking what you can use, what you can lose. Awesome, nice job. Shifting back into the down dog. Same thing, other side, left leg comes up, big stretch here. And then roll it on through to meet your hands. Soften that back knee, not all the way down, bringing your shoulders over your hips. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften into your lunge. Same thing here. Figure out what you can use, what you can lose. Inhale up. Exhale, soften. Inhale on. Exhale, soften. Inhale on. Exhale. Hanging out here just a second. Figuring out. Use what you have to. Lose what you don't have to. Maybe put something into somewhere else to make it a little bit easier. Inhale on up, keeping that front leg straight, fold on forward. Hands can stay on the ground. You can even soften that front knee enough that your hands are really bearing some of the weight here. You're often very tight in the hamstrings, tight in the quads, so no need to suffer. And then roll much here. Figuring it out, finding what feels good. Maybe opening a little. Shift on over towards that bent knee, open up. Exhale, trade sides, open on up. Coming back to your middle, walking it back for your elephant stretch, your runner stretch, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll floss on in between here, nice and easy. Shifting on forward, hands find the ground, back knee comes up, slide that front leg on back into your plank. If you want to try any variations of your plank, sort of shift left, roll right, come into your side plank, maybe lift one leg up, test yourself. Give it a try. Exhale, soften, trade sides. Everything comes up, and everything comes down, knees down, hips down. Very nice up dog. I personally don't think that yoga spends enough time in the upward dog shape. It's so good. Rowers stretch out their hips, stretch out their quads. And then tuck your toes, lift on up, inhale, big stretch here. We're going to try and find this a more comfortable down dog. We spend so much time gripping onto our handles that it's really easy to end up having the claw fingers, even though you don't have the claw in the boat. So maybe lifting over to the one side and really just sort of spreading and grabbing your fingers and then placing the palm part of your finger down. And it doesn't have to be a perfectly flat hand. So just checking it out, checking what feels good. Because really spreading your hands out might not feel good to you, and having sort of a nice cup might feel better. Just as long as you are keeping yourself stable here. There we go. All right, this time we're going to bring our right leg up, big stretch. And bring it out through with your hands. Roll your shoulders over your hips, big inhale. Exhale, this time we're going to twist towards that bent leg, just like we're reaching out towards the pin. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And exhale, turn it into your warrior two. Take your time getting there. Hanging out here. Inhale. Soft. Exhale, expand. Inhale up. Exhale, soften. And hang out here for a couple breaths. Same thing. If you feel like you're really, really tensing your quads, see if you can push back into that back leg a little bit. Using your whole body instead of really trying to separate yourself out is a skill that we as rowers can use. Helps prevent injury, helps you have more of a dynamic stroke. All right, we're going to tip it on back for a nice reverse. And then float on forward for your side angle, so arm finding your quad, lifting on up, looking down, opening up, whatever feels good. And we'll take it back for another reverse. So tipping on back, and as you wave back forward, you're going to bring that back leg with you. So rolling on forward, and then turn it into your chair. Sit lifting on down, shifting your hips back, seeing how low you can go without bringing your hips lower than your knees. Inhale on up. Exhale, soften. Inhale on up. Exhale, soften. Inhale up. Exhale, soften. Your hands can find each other at your chest. Inhale on up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your hips, clasp together. Soften your knees, float on down for a nice fold. This can be a nice release for your shoulders. Move the muscles around your traps, lats. Maybe you sort of pedal your feet out a little bit. And softly bend your knees. Okay, bring those hands on down. And when you're ready, walk your feet on back towards your plank. We'll rock left, roll right into our plank, and we're going to lift our hips. Exhale, soften, bring the hips back to the middle. Lift your hips. Exhale, soften, back to your middle. Lifting on up. Exhale, change sides, rolling on over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to your middle. Inhale on up. Exhale, fall on down. Inhale on up. Exhale, soften those knees, roll back to your middle. Knees come down, hips come down. Same thing, other side. Tuck your toes, inhale, lift on up for your down dog. Left foot comes up this time, big stretch, and roll it on through to meet your hands. Roll your shoulders up over your hips for your nice high lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale up high. Exhale, twist, just like you're wrapping around the pin. Inhale up. Exhale, just like you're untying a shoelace. Turn it into your warrior two. Taking some time here. Looking out over your fingertips. Inhale up. Exhale, soften. Inhale up. Exhale, soften. Exhale, expanding, settling in, hanging out here for just a second. Couple breaths. Feel that quad starting to tighten up, to shake. See if you can push back into your back leg a little bit, or you can adjust how your foot is shaped on the mat right now. Awesome job. Exhale, tip it on back for a reverse. Wave on forward for your side angle, elbow finding your quad, stretching your upper arm up and over. And just like before, we'll tip it on back and use some momentum coming into our chair. So sitting on down after we slide that leg on through. We'll wrap around that pin again, so we'll inhale halfway up. Exhale, twist, elbow finds a knee, open up. Exhale, change sides, inhale halfway, exhale, twist. Inhale halfway, a couple more, just like that. Opening on up. Exhale, inhale. Woo. Couple more. A couple usually means two. 2 more on each side. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, sit back. 1 more each side. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale. Sit back, twist. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, twist. Ooh, inhale, halfway up. Hands find each other behind your back. Open up a little bit. Exhale, soften those knees. Fold forward. Stretch all that stuff out in front too. This is great for your pecs. And soften those hands on down. Walk your feet on back. Back into your down dog. Rolling on forward for your plank. Rock left and then roll right. Use a little momentum just like we do in the boat. And then inhale, lift on up. Exhale, trade sides. Trade sides. Knees come down, hips come down. Shifting your hips on back for your child's pose. Take a moment. And walk your hands on over so the center of your chest falls onto your knee. And the hands come out to the outside of your space. A nice side stretch here. See if you can keep your hips kind of level. And then trade side, rolling your hands on over. Sternum lays over your quad. And then on back to your middle. We're going to do a little bit of core here. First, we're going to stretch it out a little bit. So just sitting down and rolling over one side, rolling over to the other side. We just did a lot of work with our glutes, so trying to relax those, stretch them out, give them a little bit of love. Just take your time here. All right, when you're ready, shifting into a comfortable seat here, and then lifting one leg, lifting the other. You can tip back a little bit. So we're going for our boat shape here. It's going to look a little bit like this sometimes, but rowing is not a static motion, and neither is yoga. So lifting your hands off your knees, exhale, lower your feet almost all the way down. Your body comes back almost into this little plank shape. Inhale on up. Couple more just like that. Lower on down. Inhale on up. Lower on down. This is great for keeping your body up in move. Now pivot forward and holding your chest up off your knees during the stroke. Couple more. Inhale on up. Exhale, soften on down. Inhale on up. And grab onto your shins, your knees, your feet, whatever. Float it on out for a little bit. All right. First set of those are done. Grabbing onto your knees, come on down for a nice little happy baby moment here. For you get into the hips, get into the back. Setting your feet just in front of your hips, rolling your shoulders back a little bit. And then we'll push down, lift up, hips come off the ground. Exhale, soften, float on down. Push down, lift up. All right, going at your own pace, we'll go for a couple breaths. Couple meaning anywhere between 5 and 10. I know we're going to come back to this later on. So just give it a try. Inhale. Exhale, soften. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Grab onto your shins, your knees, whatever feels good there. Rolling around a little bit. Might feel nice. All right, we're going to go for a little bit of a twist motion here, so hands coming out to the sides. They can go under your body if you like, but rolling your knees on over to one side, trying to keep them together, and come on back to your middle. Change sides, rolling on over, exhale, come back to your middle. On over, on over. All right, you've got the gist, go at your own pace. Going slower sometimes makes something a lot harder. Doesn't always matter how many you get in, as long as they're quality movements. Last one. Knees come to the middle. Grab on a little bit of happy baby. All right, we're going to go for another set of all 3 of those things. You can make some variations if you want. I'm going to go for sort of a whitewater rafting variation here. So knees coming out to one side, body coming out to the other. Inhale on up to the middle. Knees over to one side, body over to the other. Come up to your middle. Twisting over one way, rolling up, twisting, rolling up, twisting, rolling up, coming on. Remember to breathe. Exhale, change sides, coming up, rolling on over. Last one, both sides. And coming back to your middle, grabbing on, holding on to your shins, your ankles, your knees, whatever. Making yourself nice and cozy. I'm going to take a sip of water if you haven't taken a sip of water in a while. Remember to do it, and then we'll roll on down. All right, we're going to go a little bit of variation here. So we'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. So you're making a figure 4 shape here. Fingers are pretty close to your heel. And lift up, press. Exhale, come on down. Lift on up. Exhale, come on down. Lift on up. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, come on down. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Good job. Changing sides. Pressing your hips on up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale up. Exhale, float on down. 3 more, just like that. Lift up. Exhale, come on down. All the way up. 1 more. All the way up. Exhale, float on down. A little bit of happy baby here. Grab onto your shins, your feet, your knees, whatever. Roll around a little bit. And coming back for some of those iron cross, if you have another variation of this that you would like to do, absolutely go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to go with the same way I did it before. So rolling on over, lifting up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, halfway. Changing sides. Coming on up. Exhale. If you are really tight and this is your first time doing this shape, doing this motion. And take your time. You don't have to have both shoulders stuck to the ground. Just something that really wakes you up. All right, a little bit of happy baby here. Rolling out your ankles a little bit. All right, last little round of boats here. So we're gonna go, we'll change legs, so tucking one leg in, lowering down, inhaling up, exhale, tuck the leg, roll on down. Change your sides. Coming on up. Couple more, both sides. Just like your little bicycle. And then when you're done, grabbing onto your knees, your shins. Changing direction. Coming on down, last round for our hip lifts. This time we'll lift one leg up off the ground. Come on up. Exhale, lower. Come on up, all the way up. Lower on down. 3 more, just like that. Last one. And let that foot come on down. Give yourself a little shake. Change sides. Left leg lifting up this time. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lay on down. Rolling on up. Floating on down. Nice job. Give yourself a little squeeze here. Rolling a little bit. And last time for our iron cross, this variation, you can cross one ankle over the other, or just keep your feet together, but we're going to try and keep our legs straight and up and over the head. A little bit close to my wall, so hopefully plan better next time. Rolling on over, one more, both sides. All right, feet coming on up. Try and keep your legs as long as possible here. Maybe pedaling out your feet. Rolling on over your body for a little bit of a plow. Nice upper back, hopefully. And bringing your knees on, up and over, feet onto the ground. And getting into that relaxation portion. Rolling on over to one side, on to the other, just sort of flossing it out. This little back massage here. Still moving. Bringing both feet on over to one side, opening up. We're just going to hang out here in this supine twist. taking a moment. It doesn't have to look any certain way. If this is something that doesn't feel like it's stretching anything, you can cross your upper leg over your lower leg. Shoulders don't have to be glued to the ground here. And before you bring your knees back to the middle, roll a little bit to one side and bring them over for a hug. So use your whole body. And then roll on over to the other side. Your nice supine twist. CrossFit class going on downstairs, so if you hear a lot of ambient noise, that's what it is. When you're ready, roll back towards your knees, grab on, roll it back over for a nice little ride. And if you want a little Shavasana, you can go ahead and do that. You can pause right here. Sort of drift off, hands coming out to one side, legs either bent with your feet on the floor or stretched all the way out. Taking a couple breaths to really get into it. Eyes closed if you feel comfortable. Relax your jaw. You can pause here if you want to do a little bit of a Shavasana. Otherwise, I'm going to make my way nice and easy, nice and cozy on up to sit on down. Y'all feel good? Checking out how you feel. Sure, nothing feels worse than when you started. Maybe a little bit of cat-cow in your seated position. Just checking in, relaxing down. Just did a lot of core work. Middle of our body is a little fired up, so rolling back, tucking your chin, rolling forward. Checking some side-to-side motion. You want to pause and do a little bit of a single leg forward fold on one side, on the other. Go for that. Or you can just bring your feet on forward, meeting each other. Keep your knees nice and bent and roll on forward for a nice easy fold here. Tuck your chin, lay your body right onto your knees. Ready. Rolling on back, bring your hands behind your hips, heels on the ground, press down, lift up, exhale, sit on down. I hope whoever is out there who watched this had an enriching experience. I hope it helps you stay relaxed in the boat and get stronger where you need to be and release what you don't need so that you can go for longer, you can go harder. And I think most most importantly, especially if you're a younger person, so that you can be injury free, because there's no more draggy, terrible, irritable thing than getting hurt and having to spend the season on land, in the launch, or ending your career somewhere where you don't feel that you've done yourself justice. So, thank you so much. I hope you have the most wonderful day, the most wonderful season, and I hope you have a great rowing career. You're all awesome. Thank you so much.